Brother, be honest with me right now. How many hours have you spent setting up a productivity system instead of actually doing the thing you were supposed to do? Like, you downloaded a new app, you watched tutorials, you color-coded your folders, you made the perfect to-do list with little checkboxes and everything. And then, you did absolutely nothing on that list. You just admired it, like a proud father staring at his newborn child. And somehow, at the end of the day, you felt tired, like you worked, even though you didn't really work at all. Yeah, that's what we're talking about today. Because there's this weird thing that happens where organizing, planning, and getting ready to be productive actually becomes the thing that stops you from being productive. It's like running on a treadmill and wondering why you're not getting anywhere. And look, I'm not about to tell you what to do about it. That's not what this is. I just want to explain what's actually going on here. Because once you see it, you can't unsee it. So stick with me. Okay, so first, let's just name what this thing actually is. The productivity trap is basically when you spend so much time preparing to work that you never actually work. But here's the sneaky part. It doesn't feel like procrastination. Like, when you're scrolling TikTok for 3 hours, you know you're wasting time. There's guilt. You feel it. But when you're organizing your Notion dashboard, when you're researching the best project management tool, when you're watching a YouTube video about how to be more efficient, that feels productive. That feels like progress. And that's exactly why it's a trap. Because your brain is like, nah, bro, we're doing important stuff right now. We're setting up systems. We're being responsible. Meanwhile, the actual task you were supposed to do is sitting there, untouched, getting dustier by the minute. It's like spending 4 hours sharpening your pencil before writing a single word. At some point, you're not preparing anymore. You're hiding. And the wildest part? Most people don't even realize they're doing it. But okay, here's what I find really interesting. Why does this happen? Like, why does the brain fall for this so easily? And this is where it gets kind of fascinating. So here's the thing about your brain, bro. Your brain loves feeling productive. It craves that little hit of satisfaction when you check something off, when you organize something, when you feel like you've got control. It's like a tiny reward, a little dopamine snack. And the thing about organizing? It gives you that reward immediately. You move a file into a folder. Boom. Satisfaction. You add a task to your app. Boom. Feels good. You watch a video about productivity. Boom. You feel like you learned something. But actual work? Real, hard, uncomfortable work? That doesn't give you the reward right away. The payoff is delayed. It's uncertain. It's uncomfortable. So your brain does what any reasonable brain would do. It chooses the easy dopamine, the quick win, the thing that feels like progress without requiring the hard stuff. It's like choosing to eat chips instead of cooking a real meal. One is easy and instant. The other takes effort. And your brain will trick you into thinking the chips are a full dinner. That's literally what's happening when you spend an hour reorganizing your calendar instead of doing the first thing on it. Now here's where it gets even more interesting. Because there's actually a deeper reason this happens. And it has nothing to do with being lazy. Alright, so check this out. A lot of times, when someone is stuck in the productivity trap, it's not really about productivity at all. It's about fear. Think about it like this. Let's say you've got a big project you need to work on. Maybe it's something for school. Maybe it's starting a side hustle. Maybe it's something creative. And deep down, there's this little voice that's like, what if I'm not good enough? What if I mess it up? What if I try and it doesn't work? That's scary, bro. So what does your brain do? It finds a way to delay that moment of truth. And what better way to delay it than by preparing forever? Because as long as you're still organizing, still planning, still getting ready, you never actually have to face the possibility of failing. You never have to find out if you're good enough. You're safe. You're in the planning phase. You're not exposed yet. It's like standing at the edge of a pool, testing the water temperature for 45 minutes, because you're scared to just jump in. And the crazy thing is, this isn't weakness. This is just how humans are wired. We protect ourselves from discomfort, even if that discomfort is just starting. So organizing becomes this weird shield, this cozy little bunker where you can hide from the actual work. And it looks responsible. It looks smart. But really? It's just fear wearing a really nice disguise. Okay, but let me paint a picture for you real quick, because I think this is the part that really makes it click. Imagine this. You decide you're going to start working out. Like, for real this time. So what do? You research the best workout programs. You compare apps. You read reviews. You watch videos on proper form. You look up what supplements to take. You make a spreadsheet of your weekly schedule. You buy new gym clothes. And then, 2 weeks go by. You still haven't stepped foot in a gym, but you feel like you've been working on your fitness this whole time. That's the trap. Or picture this. You want to start a YouTube channel. So you spend 3 months learning about cameras, studying thumbnails, organizing a content calendar, setting up your editing software just right. But you haven't recorded a single video because you're still getting ready. Here's another one. You have an important email to send, something that actually matters. So you reorganize your entire inbox first. You clear out old messages. You set up labels and filters. And by the time you're done, it's too late in the day to send the email. I'll do it tomorrow. This is what it looks like, bro. And it's not obvious when you're in it. It feels logical. It feels like the right thing to do. But zoom out and you realize nothing's actually getting done. So here's the part that I think is actually kind of wild. This trap, it's been supercharged recently. We live in a world that sells productivity. Like, there are entire industries built around helping you be more productive. New apps every week, new methods, new systems, new frameworks. And every single one of them promises that this is the one that'll finally make everything click. So you try it, and it feels fresh, and it feels exciting. And then, a month later, there's a new one, and you hop to that. And then another one. And you're just jumping from tool to tool, from system to system, always chasing the perfect setup. But here's the thing. You don't need the perfect setup to do the work. People built entire careers with a pen and a napkin. But we've convinced ourselves that we need the right tools, the right system, the right vibe before we can start. And all that stuff, it just becomes another way to delay. It's like thinking you need a Ferrari to learn how to drive. Bro, just get in the car. But we don't. We keep researching cars, comparing engines, reading reviews, and we never actually go anywhere. So look, here's what's actually going on. The productivity trap isn't about being lazy. It's not about being weak. It's not even really about being disorganized. It's about the way our brains are wired. It's about chasing quick wins instead of facing hard work. It's about fear dressed up as preparation. It's about this weird moment in time where there are a million tools promising to make you productive, and somehow all of them become distractions. And the wildest part? It happens to almost everyone. That urge to plan more, to organize more, to prepare a little longer. It's human. It makes sense. But now you see it, right? Now, when you catch yourself rearranging your to-do list for the 3rd time today, you'll know what's actually happening. You'll recognize the trap. And that's all I wanted to explain. Not what to do about it, just what it is. Because understanding something, that's the first step to not falling for it every single time. All right, bro, if this made something click for you, just drop a like on this video. Literally just tap the button. Takes half a second. And if you want to see more stuff like this, where I break down random things that quietly mess with our heads, hit subscribe, just so you don't miss the next one. Also, if you know someone who has like 47 apps on their phone and still never gets anything done, send this to them. They'll probably feel attacked, but in a good way. All right, that's it. Catch you in the next one.